Well, hello everybody, and welcome to G Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert, September 12th, day after 9/11, 2020, the year 2020, not the TV show 2020. Anyway, yeah, I just got back from the OC earlier today. And I had a headache. I really did have a headache. So I took a nice long nap and got up feeling a little better. So now it's time to shoot a video and let you know what's going on. So yeah, I went down to the OC because first of all, I wanted to see if there was anything I could do to help Tom's son with the arrangements for Tom. And we had a good talk. We were on the phone for about an hour while I was down there, and got everything kind of straightened out in our minds as to what's going on. So then I had to contact my friend, a probate lawyer, Art, and get some questions answered for Tom's son. So I did that, and we got it all settled up. Anyway, so that it wasn't a wasted trip down, just doing a drive down there and a drive back, I went over to Andy's house, my friend Andy that comes up to visit, and helped him put together a tool shed in his backyard. We had poured a concrete slab for it a month ago or so, and it was all ready to start building. So we had the materials on site when we got to it, and in 2 days' time had it all up except for the shingles, the doors, and the windows. So other than that, it's pretty much done, and the rest of it's all easy stuff. So one of these days I'll get down and we'll take care of the rest of it, but at least he's watertight and secure, so he can start planning how he's going to stuff stuff into that place. So another thing I did, so it wasn't too much of a wasted trip, was on the way back, I went to the FedEx facility in Bloomington, California, where my controller is being shipped from. And by the way, that's a 50-minute drive from my homestead in one way. So that's almost 2 hours is what it would take for me to drive down there to pick up the package. So I got the runaround there. They sent me to 4 different buildings, 4 different people. Had to pick up this little phone and dial a 4-digit number and talk to somebody at each building. And they said, "Oh no, you don't want this building, you want that building. Oh no, you don't want to be here, you want to be over there." After driving around for 45 minutes, I finally got to the last place where the package actually ships out of, and got somebody on a phone over there. So the guy says, "What's the tracking number?" I gave it to him. He goes, "Oh yeah, well, they keep trying to deliver it, but the address is wrong." I said, "Yeah, so you're going to keep sending it out to the same wrong address 10 times? What the heck is that all about?" He goes, "Well, they don't know. They just get the package in the morning and it says delivered to this address, so they take it out and they try to deliver it." I says, "Well, I've already called a bunch of times and talked to people and told them don't use Google, don't use Apple Maps. It sends you to the wrong place." He goes, "Yeah, it sends you to Dana Drive. I noticed that." I said, "Well, why keep sending it there? You know, you got my phone number. Call me up and say, hey, what's going on with your address? Nobody's called me." So he says, "Yeah, well, we'll settle this tomorrow." So tomorrow morning, long story short, at 8:30 a.m., I'm supposed to call the shipping manager at that facility. I've got a direct phone number for him, and catch them before they load the package on the truck and the truck driver takes off. And make sure that manager instructs the driver at that point that he has to go to Google Maps to get the location for the proper delivery. So hopefully tomorrow I will finally see a package, and I'm wondering if it's still a rectangular box or if it looks like a deflated basketball. And you know what I mean? I did get one notice from FedEx that said barcode was unreadable, replaced barcode. Oh God, that was not a good sounding thing. That means that somebody bounced the box around enough so you could no longer read the barcode on it. Oh boy. And the seller has been no help whatsoever. FedEx told me I don't have the right to change or the authority to change the shipping address. That has to be done by the seller. So I contact the seller and I tell the seller that. He goes, well, why don't you do that, because it'd be better if you confirm where they're going to. Come on! I just told you they won't do it without you doing it. Oh my gosh. You know, all my life I've been able to fix just about anything in the world, but I don't care how much duct tape you give me, I can't fix stupid. And, you know, it's just totally ridiculous. Anyway, so tomorrow I will do a video and I'll let you know where we stand with all of that. And hopefully it'll be good news and I'll have a controller here. But on the other hand, the new panels, even though only 2 of them are hooked up in parallel, going to two separate controllers, old junk controllers I got for peanuts amount of money, like $20, $25. So we got those hooked up, and even though there's only 2 of these are hooked up, and like I said, in parallel, separately, my battery banks have been climbing every day. So today I was looking at 13.3, 13.4 in the battery banks. And that's a good thing, because it's still running all the same stuff it has been running. But, today was really, again, it was, well, you see what it looks like over there? Just smoke through the air. The sun kind of faded out a little ways. But still, I got a good charge, so I was happy with that. So it's been cooling down. It reached 93 out here today. That's comfortable. I actually had no problems taking a nap with just the ceiling fan on. And that means that I'm going to be able to get down here pretty soon and finish the concrete floor inside of the greenhouse, and get my tables and shelving units and all that stuff in there. Clean up those totes I've got here, and pick up some cinder block and set up some lifts like I did there. Put a couple of totes up by the greenhouse so I have water. Get the misters in over the overhead inside. Two runs of misters so I can fill that whole greenhouse up with fine particles of water and raise the humidity. And then I've got loads of potting soils and that stuff over here. I'll get my my potting mixes together. I'll get my flower pots in there. Then I'll do the connection between the greenhouse and the old grow house. And I'll be all ready to go for the winter, and I'm going to try to get my seedlings started now that the heat's starting to abate a little bit, and get my seedlings started so I can grow some tomatoes and stuff like that through the winter. And then my homemade potbelly stove, and you can find that on my old videos, very old videos, back around 2016 or 2017. I've got that installed in one of the containers, and it never gets used in there. So I'm going to take that out here and modify it so it becomes a used oil burner, because I get a lot of bacon fat and vegetable oils and things like that, and then motor oil from when I change the oil on my van. And why not? You know, I'll get that thing set up in there, so if I'm going to have some deep freeze nights, I can get that thing a cooking and go from there and keep it warm inside of there. And that'll be a nice thing. All right, everybody, that's about all I have for today. I just wanted to fill you in with what's going on around here. And let's see if we can't get some things done around here and go to the positive side. Get my controller here, get the controller installed, get those things tied into 2 strings in series, start putting in 2 times 80 volts at just around 20 amps coming into my battery banks. That'll be really nice. I'm going to be loving it. And then I'll start thinking about going and picking up 4 more of those and get the second set up. Maybe I can do that before winter and be in really good shape going into the winter and pumping all that extra electricity into my batteries. I'll be happy as can be. Thanks everybody for joining me. I hope I'm earning your subscriptions. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate all of you friends out there who come back on a regular basis to see what G-Bear's doing next. And again, don't forget, you're not bothering me if you ask questions. I'm happy to do whatever I can to help you out. I know some of you are thinking about homesteading on your own and you need to get things in your mind straightened out. I wish I had somebody like that when I started. I didn't. I had to learn everything the hard way, and I'm trying to share that with people so they don't have to go through the same thing. All right, everybody, this is G-Bear signing off.